Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
I had just started this amazing new job as a marketing lead at a tech startup. Everything was finally clicking, great team, exciting projects, and a chance to really prove myself. I was 32, feeling on top of the world. My girlfriend, Chloe, was super supportive, always telling me how proud she was. My first big hurdle was a massive pitch to a potential client, Quantum Innovations, who could basically make or break our quarter. I had been working tirelessly, fueled by lukewarm coffee and anxiety. A few days before the presentation, I felt a tiny, annoying itch on my neck, right below my earlobe. I figured it was just a mosquito bite from walking the dog or maybe stress-induced dry skin. No biggie. I scratched it a bit, tried to ignore it. The next morning, it was still there, a little redder, a little more insistent. I was too busy polishing slides to even think about a doctor. That evening, while chatting with Chloe, I mentioned it. She suggested some hydrocortisone, but then a truly terrible idea popped into my head. I remembered my Uncle Gerald, a man who believed in natural solutions for everything, swearing by this concoction for insect bites. A paste of baking soda, apple cider vinegar, and a tiny bit of crushed garlic to draw out the toxins. Sounded legit, right? At 10 p.m., feeling like a pioneer of self-care, I mixed up the pungent paste and applied it to the angry little bump, covering it with a Band-Aid. "This will sort it out overnight," I confidently told Chloe, who was already giving me a skeptical look. Sort it out was an understatement. I woke up feeling like my neck was on fire. The small bump had transformed into a throbbing, inflamed, weeping crater roughly the size of a golf ball. The skin around it was angry red, swollen, and felt like I'd been attacked by a swarm of radioactive bees. It was grotesque. I ripped off the Band-Aid and the mirror showed me a horror show. Panic set in. My big presentation was tomorrow. There was no way to hide this. I tried a high-collared shirt, but the swelling was so pronounced it looked like I had a giant boil trying to escape. Chloe, seeing my terrified face, took one look and burst into laughter, then immediately switched to concerned scolding. "Leo, what were you thinking? That's a chemical burn, you idiot." I tried to make it work. I packed ice packs and a scarf, wore a turtleneck in July, doused myself in concealer, nothing helped. I looked like a cartoon character who'd been stung by a wasp. My boss, David, gave me a questioning glance when I walked into the conference room, but I just offered a strained smile. The presentation started, and I was doing great, reeling in Sarah, the lead client from Quantum. But as I warmed up, the heat and friction made my neck scream. I subconsciously scratched, dislodging the pathetic camouflage of concealer. Sarah, mid-question about our projected ROI, suddenly stopped, her eyes fixed on my neck. David followed her gaze, his face going from hopeful to horrified. "Leo, are you all right?" he asked, trying to sound discreet but failing spectacularly. I stammered out some excuse about an allergic reaction. The meeting quickly wrapped up, less with a handshake and more with an awkward retreat. David pulled me aside afterwards. "Go to the emergency room now," he said, handing me a small, concerned smirk. "And maybe don't tell them you did it yourself." I ended up at urgent care, where a very young, very unimpressed doctor gently peeled back my pathetic scarf, took one look, and asked, "What on earth did you put on this?" I mumbled about Uncle Gerald and drawing out toxins. She couldn't help but crack a smile, then explained I had a severe case of contact dermatitis, likely a mild chemical burn from the apple cider vinegar and garlic, exacerbated by infection. I needed IV steroids and antibiotics. They admitted me overnight for observation. I had to call David to explain I wouldn't be in for the follow-up client call. The entire team now knows about Leo's amazing insect bite remedy. Quantum Innovations still signed with us, thank goodness, but I'm pretty sure Sarah mentioned my unforgettable presentation in her feedback. My neck eventually healed, leaving a faint scar, a permanent reminder that sometimes Google and Uncle Gerald are not doctors. TLDR. Used a bizarre homemade poultice for a bug bite, turned my neck into a horror show, almost lost a big client, and now I'm a legend in the urgent care for all the wrong reasons.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.